everyone, welcome back to my channel. So here is our last video for our series 1 through 3. This is number 3 and this is Kendra's card challenge number 22, and we are on number 11, and I am going to put together this card. So I started off with the SVG files for 11 through 15, and I don't know if you remember, but I said that I had all the pieces left over for the other cards and that I wanted to make them again. So it's so much fun when you have the files. So check out the Patreon for the VIP because you can get those files. And sometimes there's giveaways too, and you can get the files. So the files are so great if you have an electronic die cutting machine, and you can use your brother's scan and cut, which I just found out. I don't like my brother's scan and cut. It was like one of the first ones, and it doesn't really cut too well anymore. I think it did at the beginning, and I don't know what happened, and I updated it, but so I gave up on that machine kind of. So I use my Cricut to cut out the SVG files, and I believe it works for your silhouette, cameo silhouette. I do have one of those as well, but it wouldn't accept those files, so I think I did something wrong. But so the Cricut was so much easier, and I did watch Lala's video on how to use the Cricut machine. So thank you, Lala, if you are watching. And so it was very helpful to see how you upload your files and put it to make, and then it just cuts everything out. I did find it easier to upload papers that were bigger than 6x6, just in case my machine, I couldn't line it up properly, so that's okay, and it was easier for me to do it that way. So, and I am just putting my pieces together. I really like this sketch. I think it's fun to add different patterns, and then I will just cut all the excess off here. And I have my sentiment, and if you printed out the bonus printable that is from being a Patreon as well, then you would have got the Secret Garden Patreon bonus kit, and it has different pattern papers, images, sentiment strips, round sentiments, so great. So I am using a sentiment strip and for this card. And then the other piece, I believe, is a ephemera piece from Maggie Holmes, one of my Maggie Holmes collections. And so I am just using my bone folder and trying to make sure everything is secure, and then I'll just put that sentiment, and I couldn't decide where I wanted it, and I'm just using my liquid glue and keeping this card flat and easy. And then we will move on to the next sketch, which is number 12, I believe. So pretty. I like how that came out. And then I started using these Ziploc bags to put all my card materials in there. So I love that. I was going to get some trays, and then I thought, why spend money on trays? And so I like these Ziploc bags, and I just put a little round sticker on them, very easy, and everything's in there. So I was excited. And so working with these SVG files made it so much easier for me. And although it's easy to put the sketches together the way Kendra has it, because she has all the measurements, so she does all the work, and we just have to use our trimmer or scissors to cut things. So I love that. So I would like to know, when you first started Kendra's card challenge, I am kind of new, so, but I'm excited to keep on moving ahead, and I can't wait till we're at like KCC 100 or something. I don't know. So we'll see. And I brought out that black cardstock and I didn't end up using it. I thought maybe I was going to layer it, but no, it didn't work out that way. So that's okay. And so I will leave a link to Kendra's card challenge website where you can link up your 15 cards there and you can do it every month. So this is a quarter challenge. So you could do it, upload your cards in April and then in May and in June. And this video is in June. So hopefully you've uploaded your cards already and you can just relax and see if you are a winner or maybe you won already. So I would love to know that as well. And I am just going to add my circle sentiment, and that's from the Secret Garden bonus printable, which is so pretty. We have a color palette this quarter too, and so make sure and check out everything. If you haven't uploaded anything, you still have time. You have until, I think it is June 30th. And I'm looking at my papers. I don't know where the date is. Oh yeah, you have until June 30th. And so I am just going to glue my papers together and we moved on. So this is our next card, which is, which one was this? Is this 13? I believe this is 13. Yes. And just layering, and I love all the layers, so this was so much fun, and I just love using my scraps of paper. So I'm glad to use Kendra's bonus printable kit as well. And I think I used every sentiment. I used a lot of, and I used that punch there I was showing you for this piece. And because I couldn't find my other piece, so I don't know if my machine cut it or not. So that's why I use that paper punch. But if you didn't have a paper punch, you can use a die or maybe you have paper punches. You can use your scissors to cut a banner really easily. You can use your pencil or your paper trimmer to kind of line it up, or a ruler. So lots of ways that you can make your sketch your own. If you wanted to, instead of a circle, put a square or a hexagon or something else, you can do that, a heart. And so it wasn't straight, and that's okay that it wasn't straight. I'm going to add a strip to kind of straighten it up here. And so whatever works, right? And only you and I will know that I didn't get it on there straight. Then I'm going to use my scissors, and I didn't cut that too straight either. But it's okay. It's handmade. And so it'll probably bother me. I should probably add a sticker there too. And I thought about covering that, but it's okay. I will add a sentiment, and I didn't end up covering that area, but that's okay. I like it. And we will just move on to the next sketch. And I'm new at this, so I'll get better. Practice makes perfect, right? And so here is my card base, And I have these card bases, and they're from American Crafts, and I bought a bunch that were on clearance that came with the envelope, so why not? Saves me from making a card base. Although it's side folding and I like top folding, but that's okay. When the sketches are landscape, then it's a little easier. And so moving on to number 14. And I really, really love all these colors, and I chose to use ephemera from my stash. I think it's Pink Fresh Studio, and I embossed because it said to emboss. Oh yeah, it said embossed. So I chose to emboss with I believe it's a Simon Says Stamp embossing folder, and I had fun using my scraps and adding some black paper, and I love black paper. It's just so fun, and I don't use it too often, so I was so happy to use it in this card. And I have a sentiment ready to go, and it has a foam in the back, so I must have wanted to use it previously and didn't use it, so I was so happy that it was ready to go for me. And if only I can do that for the future, but yeah, I don't think so. Just go, and I did get a little glue there, so I did take it off, and now I'm going to be just gluing my pieces here, and I'm looking at the sketch as I'm gluing everything. And then we are almost done with this card, and this one is 14, and then we'll just have one more left. So I'm so excited, and you probably were really excited too if you finished your set when you were almost to your last one, because it feels like, wow, I did them all. I was able to do it, and I hope you entered every month. I would love for you to be a winner. And check out the Instagram, YouTube, and all the inspiration using KCC22. You can probably find all the videos, hashtag KCC22. And Kendra also has videos and lives on her channel as well, Cards by Kendra, and we have an amazing team, lots of inspiration there. And for the hop, everyone got to do a card or two, and so that was really, really fun. And I had number 3, which I really, really love. I made one for this series, and then I made one for the hop, so it was fun making 2, and maybe I'll make another one because I'll be going back with my SVG files and making some more cards, so that might make me use number 3 times, which is fun. And you probably, if you did 3 sets, you would have done 3 as well. 3 times. Well, all of them 3 times. And which sketch is your favorite? So I really like 3. I really like 12. This is a great one also. I really love this one as well. And instead of that circle, I use that flower ephemera for the top layer, which is so good. and I noticed I had a little more space in between my rectangles there, so I'm going to add a little more to kind of blend it in. And you can use stickers, or maybe the space doesn't bother you. It bothered me a little bit because I noticed I had more space than usual, and then I added some stickers. So now it's much better and makes my heart happier. And so gluing that on to that panel, and my A2 card base is to the left there. And so I like these card bases with cards this way. And it's easier to photograph for me. Unless you're laying flat, but I like to sometimes stand my cards up when I photograph them. And there is that card, so pretty. So we're on to our last card sketch. Yay! And so I have all my pieces here, and I did emboss some more to make it a little more, give it a little something extra. I love this flower floral pattern paper as well. I think it's Maggie Holmes also. And then I have some Michaels pattern paper, and then some plain, although I did emboss, so I think this card is really pretty. I love all these colors. And I think I chose to make this a Mother's Day card, so this might be going to my mother-in-law. And so I was looking at the sketch and making sure I had all my layers and everything is going according to plan. And I'm just going to glue everything, and I think I didn't pop anything up. I just kept everything flat. So, and then I have a ephemera piece, and I think it's really fun, that little dessert on a cake tray, and I think it's really pretty. And then I have that yellow sentiment strip that I believe is a Mother's Day, and I think it's really pretty. I might add some bling later to some of these cards, I'm not sure. Yep, so happy Mother's Day, and I'm just going to put that across there, and then I will glue my rectangles and add it to the card. So I really love that green. I love green, and that green is just like calling my name. And I think it matches good for that ephemera piece. I didn't even do that on purpose, so a nice little accident there. And I am grabbing my card base, and then for this one, I do show you all my cards. I wish I would have did that for my other two videos, but hopefully you see my video of all my 15 cards, and there you go. So make sure and subscribe and like and follow me on the socials. I'd love to follow you back as well. And so here is a close-up, and then I'll bring all the cards out. So 11 through 15. And thank you for joining me today, and have a wonderful day.